Greetings, people. You are the reviews. Right now, I'm going to be talking about one of my favorite shows on TV, highly anticipated, came out on Sunday, and that is The Walking Dead. I believe we're in season 5,
yeah.
episode 1. Now, if you are a Walking Dead fan, you know that the last season was kinda yes and no for the most part. It was not the strongest season, in my opinion, but I think they're definitely making it up to their fans with this episode. It literally starts off with a bang. I mean, well, first and foremost, I'm recording this a couple days after I watched the episode. So there's some news that just came out that this episode on Sunday that came out had 17.3 or 4 million 17.3 million viewers on television. So this is definitely their highest rated episode thus far. And believe you me, Walking Dead, I mean, it was worth it. It was totally worth it. That hour that you sat there and watched that episode is 100% worth it. Listen, it starts off with this big, you seen the cliffhanger in the last one. They're in Terminus, they're locked up, and it starts off with they're trying to make weapons while they're in that container, shipping container, and they throw a gas bomb in there. They take Rick, they take Glenn, and they take that other that black guy that's there with them. I can't remember his name off the top of my head.
Wait, Carol?
The guy from The Wire, the actor from The Wire.
I don't know.
That's in there.
The show.
Yeah, but not Tyrese, but the other guy. He was an alcoholic in the beginning, but his name eludes me. But
Norman.
I think Norman. I think so.
Norman Reedus.
No, that's not Norman Reedus. No, that's that. But Norman Reedus was a part of the guys that they took. So it was Daryl, Rick, Glenn, and that other black guy, right? So they're there with 4 other guys, right? And they're basically tied up, gagged, and they're put on this thing. I can't remember what it's called, but it's like where they drain the blood for the pigs. And like each guy that's there is getting their head cracked open with a bat and getting their neck slit, and blood is everywhere. Like seriously, Walking Dead, literally the bloodiest show on TV, hands down. This is right now I'm wondering like where are the boundaries regarding television? I mean, there are no boundaries anymore. Television on a whole is more rated R than PG-13 because your blood is being spilt, and it's crazy. But anyway, so cuts to the scene now where Carol and Tyrese with baby Judith are approaching Terminus. They're kind of, they don't really know what's going on, kind of, iffy about it. She kills a walker, but they end up being a herd of walkers because they're hearing all these gunshots, so they figure out that something's bad going on in Terminus. So
his name is Lawrence.
Lawrence, Lawrence, I think so, I think that's him, Lawrence, So anyway, Tyrese and Carol now goes to this hut. They find one guy from Terminus there. They tie him up basically, and she kind of figure out that there's some gunshots or stuff, because what happens is while they're getting the next cut, Rick and those guys end up killing the guys. They get away. Rick had like he found like some kind of thing on the ground or whatever, so they end up killing the guys that were trying to drain them or whatever, because you realize that these people in Terminus are cannibals. But what happens is that you get in flashbacks of how Terminus was, because it was a nice community before, but then some people came, raped the women, pillaged the place, and then it basically turned them into cannibals and killers, because they realized that the only way they can survive is by making sure they get rid of people, saying that it's a nice sanctuary, have them come in and just murder them and just have them for food, and that's how they survive. So I mean, listen, this zombie apocalypse is making people do some very irrational things, unhuman-like things, and that's what Walking Dead is all about. It's all about the psychology of what this apocalypse can do to people, and how these people maintain and how they try to live with some sense of humanity. And trust me, humanity is very hard to find in these episodes, I can tell you that much. Anyway, so it goes on to Carol blowing up the gas tanker that they have. Carol is straight in Rambo mode. She's you know, having the zombie guts all over or whatever, having the zombie camouflage. So she's walking with the walkers, because basically in early episodes, you know, they take the body parts and all the goo and intestines and rub it, you know, over certain
Ew.
amounts of their clothes. They don't get it in their eyes or anything like that, but what they do is they rub it on them or whatever, so they can basically walk with the walkers. Because
Yeah.
the walkers smell death, so it don't want to attack you.
Yeah.
They smell. So she's there, you know, like a zombie, zombie camouflage, like a Rambo, doing crazy stuff, blowing up the oil tanker, giving the people a chance to survive. Michonne and the rest of them get out of the trailer because Rick and them, of course, kill the other guys, so they get gone. So Rick is hell-bent on just wiping everybody from Terminus out. He's just like, Rick is in just kill mode. And then everything just comes to a big head when Rick sees Tyrese and sees his daughter, and Carl sees his little sister, and then that's like the one part where you want to shed a tear. It gets really emotional because, you know, they haven't seen their daughter for so long, she's still alive. And it's like, you know, baby Judith is like the hope. She's like the hope in this sick world. She's the baby that was born during apocalypse, and, you know, she's been through all this madness, people dying around her, crazy stuff happening around her, and she's just like the symbol of hope that's there. And that was a really touching part of the episode to me. And then it goes on to, you know, everybody realizing that, you know, they have a mission, they want to go to Washington or whatever. So I guess that's the mission, because they have this new band of people with them, and they said that there's this, you know, cure, so to speak, and he knows what he's talking about, so they have to go to Washington to get it sorted. So we see that they're ready to travel, and that's going to be the mission. But then it's crazy because you feel that everything is done, and they have like these couple minutes where the guy from episode 1, the name eludes me, man. He's
Episode 1
he's in a glimpse. He's in the first episode, and he's also in an episode in the last season, I think season 4. He's in an episode where Carl and Rick finds him, but then he's just in the last couple seconds of the episode seeing that, because what Rick did was Rick put no sanctuary, he writes on the thing no sanctuary and crosses out all that stuff, just saying that, you know, Terminus is a bad place. So the guy from the first episode who saw Rick and helped him out when Rick was...
First episode of the first season?
First season, yes.
Oh,
and he's also
okay.
a guy that turns up again. And like he had this, at the end of this last one. So seeing him is a big surprise. He might be a regular character, I don't know, because he also acts in a lot of things as well. He's a busy schedule, but hopefully he makes another appearance and probably becomes a series regular in season 6 or something. I don't know what kind of plans they have, but listen, solid episode. Walking Dead can't do no wrong for me. This starts it off with a bang. I mean, the numbers show it, you know, numbers don't lie. 17.3 million people. I'm looking forward to the next episode.
I hope we get some of those hits.
Yo, I hope so too. But yeah, listen, I hope you know, the next episode going to be good. I have a feeling that this season is going to be some serious stuff. A lot of stuff is going to go down, so I'm looking forward to it. Guys, also do remember to subscribe to the show. YouTube.com/YardyReviews. Also send us emails, yardy.reviews@gmail.com, as well as follow us on Twitter @YardyReviews. And guys, Comic-Con this weekend. We have plans to do a lot of big things. We got our press passes. We're official. Yeah, we're in. So we're going to be doing a lot of shooting on that Saturday. We're going to come, you know, back to my place, do some editing, and try to get you guys content that Saturday night, as well as same procedure for Sunday. Going shooting all day, coming back, doing some editing, trying to get you guys something by that night as well. So we're working hard for you guys. Also look out for movie news as well on Friday. So guys, this is me, Irv, signing out from Yardy Reviews. Big up yourself.